And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Tyrone Crawford in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. That time, 57 yards the official distance. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 8 yards to go on second down. Here's Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Now Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for Amari Cooper. Incomplete.
So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Tyler Ervin back deep. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big...
Everyone back for quarter number 3.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it?
Now it's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And that'll make it third down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
3rd and long for Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Intercepted.
First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he's got it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. From 17 yards out. And the Packers have taken the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. The first down carried by Elliott doesn't amount to much, as he'll get forward for about a couple.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
The first down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's second down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Back to you. I'm going back to you.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Prescott from the gun on third. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
First down run with Elliott going to go for about 4. Second and 6 coming up.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
58, 58. 47. Hey, watch the slap. They're going to 52. Check. 22.
Again, it's Elliott. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gain of 13. It's a first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. The tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The 12-yard line.
Here's Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
He'll get this to Lazard, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
First down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Rodgers slant to Adams. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Packers.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On first down, it's Jones fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
Again, it's Jones. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
10-10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. On 2nd down, Prescott again. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll run on first down. Elliott down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. 2nd and 4. They can still get a first down without scoring. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. On 3rd down, Elliott. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
A 26-yard attempt.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Rodgers to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams, and it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
A gain of 21.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And Adams has it, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And they will finally get